From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Sunday, August 31st, 2014. Silver is trading at $19.48 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,287 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $493. Antiwar.com reports the move by al-Qaeda's Jabhat al-Nusra against UN monitors in the Golan Heights picked up pace yesterday when they attacked the Rawana base where 40 of the Philippines' 75 troops were. Irish troops who were part of a UN raid response were sent in to rescue them, and all 75 of the troops from the Philippines are now reported to have crossed into neighboring Israeli territory. There were unconfirmed reports of people killed in the fighting, though the Filipino government maintains that there were no casualties at all. 44 Fijian troops previously captured by al-Nusra remain unaccounted for and held in an unknown location. UN officials condemned the detention and demanded the immediate release of those from Fiji, though there is no indication that is going to happen, especially after the fighting with other UN forces in the area. FPP Radio News is brought to you by Bitcoin Not Bombs. Bitcoin Not Bombs is a launching pad for nonprofits and social entrepreneurs into the financial freedom of the Bitcoin economy. Bitcoin Not Bombs is fully committed to being the hub of the nonprofit sector of the Bitcoin economy, maximizing the potential cross-promotion of all our clients and commercial partners. To learn more, visit bitcoinnotbombs.com. The UK Guardian reports the Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk is expected to become the co-leader of the European Union when the EU government chiefs meet to decide who will head the Union for the next 5 years. Tusk, a leading EU hawk on the Kremlin and crisis in Ukraine, is set to become the second president of the European Council, the top official who chairs EU summits and mediates between the 28 governments. He has come under strong pressure over the past week to accept the post and signaled on Friday that he would take the job if there was a consensus behind him. The difficulty Tusk has is that he speaks no French and only poor English. French is the language of the summits and is also essential in representing the EU abroad and to the media. Gazeta Wyborcza, the leading Polish daily newspaper, reported that his wife was keen on the move to Brussels and it would mean more money, more prestige, and more time off. The 28 leaders were to meet in Brussels late last night to decide on the top job and appoint a new EU foreign policy chief to replace Britain's Catherine Ashton, who was the first holder of the post. She is almost certain to be replaced by Federica Mogherini, the Italian foreign minister, who has been pushed strongly by Matteo Renzi, the Italian prime minister, and backed by the EU's social democratic leaders. FPP Radio News is brought to you by Roberts & Roberts Brokerage. For over 35 years, Roberts & Roberts has been a trusted source for buying and selling your investment-grade precious metals. They now take Bitcoin for purchasing precious metals so you can turn your profits into a long-term investment. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on investing. 800-874-9760. Reuters reports Lesotho's Prime Minister Thomas Tabane on Saturday accused his country's army of staging a coup against him and then fled to neighboring South Africa, which condemned the military's actions and called for a peaceful settlement. Early morning gunfire was heard in Masura, the capital of the small southern African kingdom encircled by South Africa. Residents and diplomats of Lesotho said that army units occupied police headquarters and surrounded the prime minister's home. Hours after the army's move, the capital was reported to be quiet, but it was not immediately clear who was running the government of the mountainous state of 2 million people. Tabane, who in June dissolved parliament to avoid a no-confidence vote against him amid feuding of his 2-year-old coalition government, said he had crossed over to South Africa because he feared for his safety. Tabane told Reuters there was clearly an effort to launch a coup, saying he was at his daughter's home in South Africa. He added, "We are taking concrete steps to nip this in the bud," adding that the regional South African development community was addressing the situation. South Africa, speaking on behalf of the SADC, condemned the actions of the Lesotho military, which it said bear the hallmarks of a coup d'etat. Clayson Manyela, the spokesman for the South African Foreign Ministry, said any unconstitutional change of government shall not be tolerated. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.